All right, let's talk about something real. You know those moments at work that just feel off? Well, today we're skipping the theory. Instead, we're opening up a practical playbook, a step-by-step guide for what you can actually do in those tough situations. Let's just dive right in.
Yeah, it's that sinking feeling you get in your stomach, isn't it? That moment where your brain just goes, hang on, was that okay? And look, it doesn't matter if it happened directly to you or if you saw it happen to someone else. The big question is always the same. What's your next move?
So here's our game plan. We're gonna break it down into 4 simple parts. First up, your initial move, what to do right away. Then we'll get into how to build your case. After that, we'll talk about when it's time to make things formal. And finally, we'll cover the huge difference a witness can make. Okay, before we get into any of the how-to stuff, I need you to really hear this. Let this sink in. If you are going through this, it is not your fault. Ever. Bullying is about a choice that they make. It has absolutely nothing to do with you, period. All right, let's get into it. Part 1, your first move. So something's just happened. Your heart is probably racing, your mind is going a mile a minute. What do you do in that exact moment? Let's break down those first crucial actions. The biggest thing to remember here is that you've got options. You're not stuck. The number one thing, don't bottle it up. Talk to someone you trust, a friend, family, even a coworker. Now, if, and this is a big if, you feel safe enough, you could speak up directly. Or another great move is to just write it down immediately, get a record. And of course, you can always go talk to your manager or a union rep. The main point is, you get to choose what feels right for you. You know, if you do decide to speak up, here's a super simple but really powerful phrase to use. It's not about accusing someone, it's just stating a fact. You say, when you did X, it made me feel Y. See how that works? It's all about the impact on you. It's calm, it's clear, and honestly, it's really hard for someone to argue with how you feel. Okay, so what happens if the behavior keeps going? This is where we shift gears. We're moving from just reacting in the moment to actively building a case. It's time to put on your detective hat because right now, facts are gonna be your best friend. And what's the number one tool in that detective kit? A diary. I know, it sounds almost too simple, but trust me on this. Do not underestimate how powerful this is. A detailed diary isn't just a place to vent, it's hard evidence. It protects your memory when people try to tell you you're misremembering or, just being too sensitive. So what exactly goes into this diary? You gotta be specific. The date, the time, the location. Write down exactly what happened. If you can remember the exact words, even better. And this is super important. Write down how it made you feel. Who else was there? Get their names down. And save everything. Screenshots, emails, texts, you name it. Every single detail just makes your case stronger. All right, part 3. So you've tried talking about it, you've been keeping that diary, but things still aren't changing. What's the next step? Well, it might be time to take things to the next level, and that's where we get into the formal grievance process. Now, I know the word grievance sounds super formal and maybe even a little scary, but let's just break it down. All it really is a formal complaint that you put in writing to your employer. That's it. You're officially saying, here's what's been happening, here's all the proof from my diary, and here's what I've already done to try and fix it. And here's something really, really important that you need to know. Going formal does not mean you have to go it alone. Actually, the law gives you the right to have someone with you in any formal meeting. You do not have to walk into that room by yourself. So who can you bring? Well, you can bring a colleague from work with you. Or if you're in a union, you can bring a trade union representative. Their job is just to be there to support you, maybe take some notes, and just help make sure everything is fair. Okay, so up to now, we've been talking about what to do if this is happening to you. But let's flip the script for a second. What if you're the one who sees it happening to someone else? Your role as a witness is so much more powerful than you might think. I mean, look at the difference here. It's like night and day. When everyone stays silent, the person being targeted feels totally alone, the bully thinks they can get away with it, and the whole workplace culture just gets worse. But when even one person steps up, the victim feels supported, the behavior gets called out, and the whole culture can start to heal. That one choice you make can cause a massive ripple effect. So what does taking action even mean? Well, you've got a bunch of options. You can just make a note of what you saw. You could pull the person aside later and just say, hey, I saw that.
"Are you okay?" That tiny little question can mean the world to someone. You could offer to go with them if they decide to report it. You can even report it yourself. Or if you feel safe, you could step in right then and there. Maybe change the subject, or just calmly question what's going on. You have real power to change things.
And remember, whether this is happening to you or you're seeing it happen, you are not alone, and there is support out there. Internally, you've got your manager, HR, or a union rep. But there are also outside resources like the ACAST helpline. A lot of companies have an employee assistance program, which is great for confidential support. And of course, if you just need to talk to someone right away, the Samaritans are always available. Help is there. So, to wrap this up, I want to turn it over to you. We've gone through the playbook, right? But we all know the real world is messy. So let's talk about it. What are some of the things that might stop someone from actually reporting bullying? And maybe more importantly, what is one thing, just one thing, that you could do starting tomorrow to make it feel safer for people to speak up? Let's get into it.